You can hear the gravel breathe when the truck rolls out of town. Only one bar sign still humming, half the letters burned away. Church door locked by Monday, even got packed up, they say. My boots print dust on dust, Main Street's just a busted vein. Every window watching nothing, just the echo of my name. Yeah. Last light in a dead town, flicker on my face and out. Ain't nobody staying now, just a ghost of my old doubts. If I leave, I fade. If I stay, I drown. I'm the last light in a dead town. Mama's house leans by the highway, porch swing rusted to a stop. Her coffee cup still in the sink, ring brown like a pocket watch. Gas station selling winter air, pump clicks on, but it's all show. I fill up on another memory, kill the engine, never go. As light in a dead town, flicker on my face, then out. Ain't nobody staying now, just a ghost in my old doubts. If I leave, I fade. If I stay, I drown. I'm the last light in a dead town. Bar stool carved with our initials, knife lines in the fading grain. Jukebox stuck on static, but I swear I hear your name. Headlights paint the diner sign, then they slide on by. Don't slow, I keep talking to the silence like it's something I still know. Found your Bible in a box with my boots, dust on the leather like I knew I'd lose. Ash in my coffee, name on my breath, your goodbye letter folded like a thread. Hollow redemption ain't saving me tonight. I'm praying to the bottle and the wrong kind of light. I keep begging these ghosts to give your love back somehow. Hollow redemption cracked and chipped, same as the promise I let slip. Motel curtain won't meet in the middle. Moon cuts through like a cold steel fiddle. If I kneel on this floor till my bones turn black, would it buy me a moment or your shadow back? 'Cause every sin I carry, where's your face? And every worn out prayer dies in this place. Hollow redemption, hollow redemption. You were shaking in black when they threw down that earth. Every handful hit hard, like it landed on my chest. Your picture on the pine tilt, catching that churchyard sun. Wind kept folding my coat like it wanted me gone. Your sister gripped my arm, said he knew you did what you could. I just stared at your name, cut sharp in that stone like it should. Grave dust still on my boots, I can taste it on my tongue every time I speak the truth. Grave dust sleeping in the seams of this hand-me-down suit, of these busted up dreams. I keep walking, but it follows every mile, every rusted bus. I'm breathing you in the grave dust. House still smells like smoke from the last fight we ever had. Ash rings on the table, coffee gone cold, going bad. Your jacket on the chair, sleeve reaching out like a tied on. I sit in your old spot, let the silence do me harm. If I'd turned back that night, if I'd held you too tight, if I'd begged you to stay, would you still have slipped away? Now every road sign, every bar light, every late night tired bus feels like you're brushing past me in the grave dust. Found your Bible in the back seat, name in ink, pages torn, ring mark on the leather cover, like a ghost where gold was worn. Whiskey stain on our wedding picture, half a face, cigarette burn. I trace your smile with a shaking finger, feel that old rage start to turn. This is a broken covenant, signed in blood and cheap red wine. Every vow we ever whispered echoes down this crooked spine. I keep driving through the darkness, past the church we left behind. This is a broken covenant, and I'm the last one in the aisle. Your dress still hangs in the hallway, the zipper stuck halfway down. Boot prints in the winter dust, leading straight on out of town. I hear our song in a rusted jukebox, cracked glass, skipping line. Your laughter lives in the empty spaces between each passing highway sign. I said forever in that parking lot, hands on your face, cold and small. You said forever till the fever broke. Now forever feels like nothing at all. First touch was dust. second was blood. You were leaning by the back door, name tag hanging from your shirt, ashes on your coffee cup, old band tattoo half hidden in the dirt. You said, everybody leaves me, like it was just the weather. Pulled your jacket around your shoulders like you'd done this forever. Dust and blood, that's all we ever were, my love. Two cracked lips, sharing the same cut. You held my shaking hand like you'd been there once. Dust on our boots, blood on our tongues. Cheap room by the highway, ice bucket full of milk, Bible in the drawer unread, untouched on the shelf. You traced the scars along my knuckles, asked who taught you to swing. I said a father and a bottle. You said, I know that sting. Eyes can go almost rested. I still see you in the mirror, top lip split from one more fight. You laughing through the red, saying, baby, we'll be alright. But we were born in broken houses, fed on rust and gasoline. What chance did we ever have of walking out clean? First touch was dust, second was blood. Last thing you left on my tongue was your name and the flood. Cold mercy on a Monday, coffee gone cold, rain in the hallway. Your boots still lean by the back door mat, dust on the laces, I keep staring at that. Clock on the wall won't look me in the eye. Every slow second feels like a lie. Cold mercy, you could have hated me clean, slammed that screen, burned this place, left nothing in between. But you kissed my cheek, said you did your best, baby. That kind of gentle killing's gonna be the end of me. Cold mercy, bless me as you left. I'd rather you took a match than leave me with what's left. Your note on the table, two crooked lines. My heart's gone quiet, been gone for some time. I trace each letter like a roadside cross, holding that paper like it's all I've lost. Neighbors keep asking if I'm doing alright. I say I'm just tired, I don't mention the night. Hey, you turned off the lamp and not the love in your eyes, saying you'll be okay while something in me dies. Scream, if you'd curse my name, I could hang my hurt on a little blame. But you walked out soft like a Sunday hymn. Now every kind word cuts deeper than sin. Page corners folded, coffee stains, red dirt, little Polaroid of us tucked where the edges hurt. Autumn on your jacket, name tag from that store. You left it all behind you like you meant to slam that door. Rusted halo hanging from your rear view, swinging slow. All that mercy faded like the paint on that old 4 road. You were praying for a clean break, but you drove off with my faith. Rusted halo still turning every time the night wind blows. By my dresser, one heel worn clean through, ash in the kitchen sink from the nights I waited up for you. Neighbors said you called them, asked if the snow was bad, never asked if I was breathing. Guess you figured that I had. Maybe you were holy once in some small town, quiet road, crooked smile before the found God in a broken tail light, red glass bleeding on that county road. Your name shaking in my rearview mirror, like I knew what my hands had done. These crossroads sin keep calling me back. Every turn I take leads to where I began. I bury the truth and I dig it up again. I can't outrun these crossroads sin. Your suitcase still in the backseat, one strapped on from the last big fight. Your cheap ring cold on my finger, like a dare I was scared to lose. If I turned left, we'd be laughing by now. If I turned right, you'd be halfway to town. I killed the moment by standing still. Now every road I drive runs uphill. I left a name in the dust by the gate where the gravel turns. Boot prints, blood on the rust. All I kept were ashes and spurs. Your dress on the back porch parade still smells like rain. Smoke, coffee gone cold on the table, Bible open on the words I never spoke. Ashes and spurs, that's all I'm wearing. Ghost of your touch on this worn out shirt. Love like a wildfire, flared then faded, all that it left me. Ashes and spurs. Horse tracks cut through the dawn. One cup, one plate by the sink. Your note folded under the lamp said you'll drown if you don't quit to drink. I ride past the church on Sundays, park out back, your name into the steering wheel, like a prayer that never quite sounds right. Never quite sounds right. Never quite sounds right. Empty chair across this table, coffee stain in the shape of your name, boot prints fade in the hallway dust, but your echo still leans on my frame. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said, carved into my breath. Outlaw silence, you done broke this town in two. This quiet pulls the trigger every time I think of you. Black hat hangs by the doorway, shadow falls where your shoulder once lay. Wind plays cards with the porch swing chain, house holds its breath like it's praying you stay. Judge in the mirror says, let her ride, but the jury of memories won't let it slide. If loving you's a crime, I'll do my time in this lifelong hush on the county line. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said, carved into my breath. Outlaw silence, you done broke this town in two. This quiet pulls a trigger every time I think of you. At horizon, where the daylight goes to hide, I pulled off on the shoulder of a road that never ends. Sky burned out and rust and ash, radio static lost my friends. Your picture on the dashboard, face cracked along the fold. Wind crawls through this busted door, feels younger than I'm old. Dead horizon, you're the last line of the light. Just a faint red bruise on the throat of night. I keep driving toward the emptiness, hoping you might rise again. Dead horizon, be my mercy, not my end. Motel sign is missing teeth, vacancies and cigarette ghosts. Coffee tastes like burned out stones, keeps me talking to your coat. I trace your name in window frost, heated with my breath. Watch it vanish like you did, soft and slow and quiet as death. If I reach that edge, will you be waiting there or just more sky? More cold, more air. Gravel road under my boots, moon like a busted lantern. Your name carved into my thumb, still bleeding through the bandage. Old church leaning in the dark, cross crooked as my halo. Wind hums that same old hymn I swore I'd stop remembering. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest, every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. Bottle rolling on the dash, cheap fire in my veins. Your seat's an empty jury box, I'm confessing to the rain. Headlights paint your silhouette on every broken fence post. I reach, but it's just dust and the echo of your almost. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest, every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. I've been walking to that scaffold for 100 wasted years. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest, every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. That river took my brother before I learned his name. Now every road is sundown, looks like that water looks the same. Coffee gone cold on the dashboard, dust on a photograph face, your eyes stuck in the rear view, staring holes through empty space. Your jacket on the front seat still smells like summer rain. I talk like you can hear me, call your name into the grain. Dark water trail, where the lost one ride beside me, every mile of ghost that I inhale. Dark water trail, I keep driving like you'll find me, but the map runs out where the memories fail. On dark water trail, town line sign in the mirror, leaning like it gave up hope. Bar outside of Amarillo, your lipstick on my old smoke. I swore I'd quit that last night, you swore you'd leave this town. Now it's just your echo laughing every time the sun goes down. Headlights cut through cotton fields like a slow dull blade. I see you in the broken lines, then you blur, then you fade. If I make it to the river, will it take me to? I ain't scared of sinking, I'm just scared of leaving you. Dark water trail, where the lost one ride beside me, every mile of ghost that I inhale. Dark water trail, I keep driving like you'll find me, but the map runs out where the memories fail. On dark water trail. Black and roll, dust on my tongue, your name in the rear view. cut from my lungs. Late September, cold in my hands, half a tank, half a heart, half of a man. Your porch light shrinking in the cracked side glass, ash on my jacket, smoke in the past. Black and roll, you keep taking what I can't let go. Every mile burns another old ghost, headlights carving out a crooked home on this blackened road. This blackened road. Old church leaning, cross turned gray, gravel kicks up like the words I couldn't say. Radio's bleeding, some forgotten hymn. I turn it down low, hear your voice cut in. If I turn back now, would the door still stick? Would your bare feet find my boots on the brick? Or am I just a shadow in your kitchen light, a name you only taste when the bourbon bites? Took his ring, left it face down in the sink. Coffee still warm, but the picture's turned to ink. And truck tracks bend down that red clay, crooked road, mailbox hanging like a body on a rope. Cold vengeance runs slow, runs deep like frost in the well where the secrets sleep. You can now run town, you can change your name. The cold vengeance knows your vein. Judge shook hands with your daddy in the hall, Bible on the shelf. Never open, never falls, gravestone cheap. Just a date and just a name. Rain washed the flowers, but it couldn't wash the stain. Cold vengeance runs slow, runs deep like frost in the well where the secrets sleep. You can now run town, you can change your name. The cold vengeance knows your vein. Headlights off, you can hear your own heart drag. Wind in the corner, whispers through a plastic flag. You feel that steel resting heavy by your knee. Every breath you take sounds like wait for me. COVID, 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 runs away. It's just us and the dust, one bare bulb over my head. Your picture's curled on the dashboard, like it's trying to climb out the dead. This is my last confession. Lay it down here on the floor. There's a God still counting. He knows what I'm sorry for. I loved you like a loaded weapon. Never learned to set it down. This is my last confession before this bottle drags me out of town. That ring still sleeps in my pocket, cold as the words that I chose. I watched your tail lights shiver in the frost on the windows. I keep setting one more place at the table, talking to a ghost in your chair. If forgiveness is something I'm able, I'll start by speaking it into the air. First shovel hit, cold clay, late June, sun sinking slow, like I knew too soon. Your name on the stone, still wet on my tongue. Hands in the dirt, my heart come undone. Brave bound soul, I left my love in a hole in the ground. address in the chair, boots by the back door, coffee cup stain like you just wanted more. Sleep on the edge, leave your side made up, still set out a plate, still pour you a cup. Preacher said let go, but he don't share this bed. He don't wake to your perfume fading from my head. So I keep one foot here in this broken town, and one where the worms pull my promises